Greetings. I'm Alphonso David. I am the president and the CEO of the Global Black Economic Forum. Thank you for joining my lightning talk. The Global Black Economic Forum is an international enterprise dedicated to advancing the economic interests of the Black diaspora and other marginalized groups. We do this through global summits, workplace training and leadership development, policy advocacy, and thought leadership. Today, I want to talk about access to the digital economy. Despite digital technology and services generating $4.5 trillion in economic value in 2021, this rising tide is not lifting all boats. The digital divide has created extraordinary wealth, but it has also further marginalized billions of people who lack high-quality access to the internet. Reliable internet is the most fundamental on-ramp to the digital economy, yet much of the Black diaspora is being left behind. Continental Africa is the least connected region, where 60% of the community lacks digital access. Across the Caribbean and Latin America, 32% of the population do not have internet access. And here in the United States, 38% of Black households in the rural South do not have broadband access. Worldwide, we are witnessing billions of dollars in public and private investments in hard infrastructure like fiber optic cables and computers. And in continental Africa, these investments have indeed started decreasing what is known as the coverage gap. But that is not the whole story, because these investments have not been successful in closing what we call the usage gap. The usage gap is when a community has access to a mobile broadband network, but the people living there don't use it. Despite gains of access, we are seeing a growing lack of usage that can be attributed to a lack of digital literacy or skills training. And the scope of the skills gap cannot be underestimated. We must continue the current investments in hard infrastructure, but investments in skills training and digital literacy programs must receive the same support. It may seem obvious, but this is worth restating, that there is a proven positive correlation between digital literacy and economic health. In fact, a 2020 study observing 39 African countries concluded that economic growth is higher when the workforce is technically skilled in communications and information technology. Rather than have skills training as an afterthought, investment should be prioritized because it can contribute to a more immediate economic gains for marginalized communities. The good news is that we're starting to see new and promising investments in digital literacy and skills training. One is the Digital Transformation with Africa initiative, which was announced by the Biden-Harris administration. One of its pillars prioritizes developing digital skills and literacy for youth and women across the continent. Increased adoption of digital literacy training and talent accelerated programs have the opportunity to make a real difference, and organizations cannot allow these vital investments to slip through the cracks when funding allocations arrive for more fiber optic cables or additional hard infrastructure. Meaningful investments will help close the digital divide and allow for a more equitable and inclusive economy. As you ponder this and many other issues that are being addressed in this conference, I hope that you will get involved in helping us craft and advance solutions to close the digital divide. With our Academy for Advancing Excellence, we can equip your organization with the necessary leadership insights to ensure equity is top of mind in developing meaningful investment strategies that will bridge the digital divide and close the usage gap. Through our global summits, we convene public and private sector stakeholders in spaces where we can collectively craft solutions to build an inclusive economy for today and for the next generation. To learn more about the Global Black Economic Forum, please go to www.gbef.com. Please scan the QR codes and follow us on social media and get involved with our work today. Thank you so much for having me.